Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm. This is Ramblin' with Rusty. Last time on Ramblin' with Rusty, we made it most of the way through the Dragon Wing quest line, and we are now at Paragon's Remembrance in Hrothgar to search for Ulfsild's notes on crafting her riddle. So, without further ado, let's get going. Let's see where we're going. We're headed over here.
Trinamak, guide my blade!
How did you get past the others? Die!
I killed them. That's how.
It's you or me!
Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see.
There you are. Those are her notes. Let's get back to the Scalarium and we can go over everything we found.
Yep. Okay. I forgot to start the timer again. Oh well. Says I want to go downstairs, so.
That was certainly an adventure, wasn't it? A jaunt through ancient ruins to craft an unsolvable riddle. Not... well, let's see. Ulfsild made a riddle that started a fight among the Luminaries. Then she took cues from the Misby fable and tried to craft an impossible paradox. A paradox? Ulfsild says here she told the dragon how to recognize her inheritor, but she told you not to say yes when the dragon asked. That's it! Ulfsild set this up for you all those years ago. Your riddle is, am I Ulfsild's But that's just it! This riddle is perfect for her mind. She loves puzzles, twisting things around in her head. What's twistier than a paradox? That's it. I think this is what Ulfsild...
Yes. Okay. Let's present the riddle.
You return. Carrying... I have been sitting here mulling what morsel you might lay at my feet, mortal. I honestly hope I am not disappointed. Out with it. How do you know what Ulfsild taught me? Unless you are her inheritor. You never claimed to be. Which, from what the Archmage said, would suggest you are. If you are, then I've definitively answered your riddle. Now, if the question has an answer, you haven't brought me an unsolvable riddle. But then that would mean you aren't her inheritor. And then how would you know what Ulfsil told me? And we're right back where we started. Clever. Very clever. I do. You have a mind for riddles. And even from all those years ago, it's clear Ulfsild wanted you to have my support. Your wisdom and wit have proven your worth. Accept the power of the dragon, mortal, and may you prove clever enough in its use.
And with that, the power of the dragon has been restored to the altar.
The votary null yet again. To and fro, to and fro. They like making us run to and fro.
Did you pass the trial? That look on your face! The riddle did— Hey now, this was a team effort. And of course, Ulfsild herself set the stage for our success all those years ago. Incredible. With the dragon's power amplifying the altar, who knows what secrets you'll uncover out there in the world. We pull—
Ah, at last! We come to the final wing. You perch atop a mountain of accomplishments. An interloper no longer. You've unlocked the wings of the Netch, the dragon, the griffin, and the Indrik. Now, only a final door remains. It is, and beyond lies your final trial to restore the Scalarium. Your proctor for this test shall be me, the Wing of the Crow. When we first met, I said that it was up to the Luminaries if you would be Ulfsild's inheritor. Now, you face a test unlike any you have seen before.
Congratulations. You've accomplished incredible things. Through you, my work finally lives on. Gather any allies you choose. We will see if the Crow deems you worthy. If you are the inheritor of the Scholarium. See you on the other side.
It's time for your final trial. The last door? Did I hear the Crow say she's a Luminary? I thought she was Ulfsild's familiar. I suppose she could be both. Wait, hold on, congratulations! You're heading into your final— I guess that makes sense, since the portal to get here was keyed to 2 people. And after all, it's my duty as a Knight of the Lamp to follow you into the unknown. You're damned right I'll see this through to the end with you. I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't wait to see what the Votary Commander and Guild—
Travel to the Wing of the Crow.
This must be the Crow's domain. Incredible! Maybe those echoes can tell us more.
This ritual has taken everything I had, and more. It worked, I think. And I will leave part of myself behind. Will it be enough for those that come after? Will anyone follow in my footsteps? I refuse to believe all this work was for nothing. My inheritor could come from anywhere. From a distant era. A brighter time. I dare to hope. I trust the Luminaries. They will ensure the right person steps into the role. Any attempt to save the Scholarium would only provoke Sheogorath. As far as I know, the Daedric princes know nothing of the Luminaries. I have to seal this place away, so it feels like locking away parts of my heart and soul. I suppose in some ways, it is.
A floating bed. I hadn't noticed that before, but I probably should have. Okay, let's get on
These
with
echoes
this.
must be from Ulfsild's final days here. They're so personal. And unfortunately, none are quite as instructive as the ones she left in the Scholarium. So far, they're just reinforcing what we already knew. Ulfsild sealed away the Scholarium to protect it from Sheogorath. Kind of lovely, actually, the way she said it was for the Luminaries. And there was that bit about a ritual. Did you catch that? Maybe it was the sealing ritual, something she left behind to protect the Scholarium. She described it as a... What are they pointing at?
Crow was fond of talking and traveling kings on the one in the woods. Answered her call and matched her wits. He was the raven, handsome, solitary, and wise from his many years. You can see the worth in these gifts of power, but what of these gifts of mystery? They reward my curiosity, loyalty, is protection, charity is compassion. Mystery is curiosity, loyalty is protection, charity is compassion.
Maybe there's something with the echoes in that book. See if they have anything more to say.
Relationships do not lose their worth when they end. You can carry someone with you in other ways. But while it lasts, there's such joy in loyalty to one's friend. Speak your vow of loyalty. Your vow has been sworn. Kindness is like the first snow of winter. Get enough of it all at once, and speak your vow of charity. Your vow has been sworn. What lies always ahead of you, so you will never see it. Speak your vow of mystery. Your vow has been sworn. You understand. And you are ready to take the next step.
Our way forward. Now, the real work begins.
Labyrinthian.
Welcome to the Labyrinthian, or at least my version of this ancient maze. Welcome to my roost, to the wing of the crow. I am a luminary just like the others, though I'm the youngest of our number by far. Right now, my fable lacks a fitting end. I hope that you and Nalia can change that. Pin feathers, mortal. When we first met, I didn't know your quality. I spent many years in solitude, guarding and hoping to guide. Now, here we are. You, a worthy inheritor to Ulfsild's legacy. Me, the proctor. I shaped my domain to be the perfect trial space, based on Shalador's Labyrinthian. It will finally prove you are the one I have awaited. Showcase what you have learned in your journey to master scribing. We start here, in the Luminary. Ulfsild named us Luminaries, magical lights in the darkness. This puzzle asks you to set braziers ablaze in honor of that name. Just think back to your time with the dragon.
My time with the dragon. I don't know how that
The
applies here.
Labyrinthian, the real one anyway, was built by Shalador to test potential archmages. And now I overheard. And she mentioned the dragon. Do you think it's another riddle? Magnus, I hope so. I'm here to help, my friend. Just talk to me if you...
Okay. To remember which ones. I remember. We need to light.
Use your power responsibly.
Stay buoyant and breezy.
Act with justice.
Easiest way to get over there is by going this way. Yeah, it should have opened all four. Solve the riddle of the...
That might be the riddle to solve this.
In the dark night, the light grows bright. Fire spreads from brazier to brazier. Beacons of magical might, but magical might and off with wings. Some have scales, some have tails, and light grows bright and moves with feathers and wings. So, beacons of magical light. The light will spread from brazier to brazier. Put them in order. With feathers and no wings. But it says that apparently the fire's now. Because I lit him out of order or something. Flame of the altar. That's the door. Okay. Here, oh. One more to light.
Develop a keen mind.
The gate just went up. You did it!
Okay.
Beautiful. But I bet that's a quick trip down.
Hello, friends. You're not meant to go straight down. That's why I'm here. It's you! Hi, it's me. When the Griffin told me you'd entered the Crow's Wing, I knew. Yes! See? Just like your knight said, we're pretty high up in the air. There are a couple of wards along the way. You can sniff out the path as you break the wards. Dig, dig, dig. Here's a focal point to start you off. Watch your step. Follow close and go quick. This is so fun! Nice! We should be able to make it to the next platform.
Thank Magnus, solid ground. Are we done?
We're done with the first half. Yep. Get ready for part 2. Off we go. Keep up and eyes out for those wards. We're doing great! Keep it up!
Uh-oh, I missed a ward somewhere. Yeah, there we go. That one. Out.
Sorry, friends, we're almost there. Almost done.
Woohoo, solid ground again.
Oh, we made it! We were so high up. That was so much fun. You did great. This is where I leave you. I know you can do it. Good luck.
The legendary labyrinthian maze. I guess I should have noted the path from the invisible walkways. But I took the fox's advice very seriously.
Okay, go in here, way up, all the way back down. Center.
Nalia, adventurer, you made it.
This one.
Some of those unstable orbs again, blocking our path. There must be a way to clear a path. Is that wall? That did it. Keep an eye out. Could be anything in here.
Let's see. Need to go. There it is.
Adventurer, welcome to the end. You've overcome innumerable challenges, and you stand poised to fulfill the legacy left behind by Ulfsild all those years ago. You've collected grimoires, scoured the world for scripts, and scribed powerful spells and skills.
Actually, I haven't done any of
You
that
have
yet.
power, Inheritor, and I want to see you demonstrate. No matter how clever or compassionate we are, we must fight for what we believe in. Gather your feathers, use what you've learned on your journey, and defeat the beast of the maze. Rise, Arteria!
A fight, is it? This!
Prove your worth.
I can do. Oh, watch out! Can you see a focal point? Find the ward, dispel it. That did it.
Prove yourself, Inheritor.
Heads up, we've got them all. Quick, Chimerathon, can you get to a focal point?
If I could see one. No, I can't. There we go.
The orbs have to be conjured from a wall. Great work.
The ultimate test.
Keep moving. We need to hold out a bit longer.
A marvelous display of power. Precisely what I wished to see. Arterioth could meet no more fitting end. Inheritor, you've come all this way on the wings of fables. Let me tell you one final story. In the last days of the Scalarium, Ulfsild's heart was filled with sorrow. Ulfsild gave up so much to develop the art of scribing. The Scalarium was her home, and the Luminaries were her family. She gathered every scrap of evidence she found during her time with the Luminaries, and created one of her own. A wellspring of magic, the heart of the Scalarium, was expended through the scribing altar, and I was born. The scribing rite flashed the Archmage's mind upon the gathered power, and so I am her. From that moment, I went from woman to crow, and had precious little time to speak with myself before the Scalarium was torn away. I am the crow, a piece of Ulfsild left behind to see scribing passed to you, to the world.
The Luminaries. Look.
She wisely used her power to ensure her legacy.
Ulfsild's keen mind ensured you could follow in her footsteps.
She was a fierce protector, defiant for what she cared about most.
Her compassion lifted everyone around her, just as it lifted you.
I am the shadow of a singular person, a being born in sorrow, but filled with hope. I have soared on the winds of magic for centuries to be here with you today, Inheritor. I was Ulfsild, it's true, but after all these years, I much prefer my feathers. Only two things remain. Who will tend to the Scalarium, and the location of the final sigil, the last bit of power needed to amplify the altar. I have watched you and Nalia as you have struggled through the trials. Life is a maze. Legacies are a blessing, and the burdens of both should not be endured alone. You are a master of scribing, but I can already sense... Indeed. Nalia, Knight of the Lamp. Do not shirk from my gaze. You have proven yourself, side by side, through challenges of the mind and heart. I would have you take up the mantle of the Scalarium's librarian, its master. Excellent. Then that just leaves my sigil. Ulfsild's sigil. After she completed the rite and left me to safeguard the Scalarium, she took that symbol with her. I sense its final resting place, along the water.
Hang on. Me? Tend to the Scalarium? What will I tell the Rotary Commander? In the meantime, let me get that portal to Eastmarch going.
You'll do just fine, Knight. I will await.
I don't see a sigil, but she did leave us an echo. It's Ulfsild, but she looks older, happier.
It's been years since my time in the Scholarium, but I realized I never left a final message behind. As my life draws to an end, I've left a few things unsaid. I'm certain history won't carry on my name. I never sought recognition. I created Scribing to understand magic better, to understand myself better. But of course, my journey did not end when I left the Scholarium. The ritual to create a Luminary took an enormous toll. It took years to recover, and Shaladov was long gone by that point. It was a dark time, but it wasn't the end of my story. Dark chapters are just that, moments in time. Things got better. I found new purpose, students eager to learn, new partners in research, and new partners in life. When I was a young woman, I was obsessed. As I cast this echo, surprised how easily the magic came back to me. I have much to be grateful for. I'm a respected hedge wizard in Skyrim. They know me only as a compassionate, wise... Which brings me back to you. I know you didn't walk this path alone. I made sure of it. I hope it was worth it. Take from this place the sigil of the crow. My days will end soon, I think, but they end happy. With me at my little desk, in my little home, scratching away in some journals. My fable, my story, ends where it began. Now go, and scribe your own.
I will. We will. I promise. Ulfsild gave up so much when she left the Scalarium behind. It sounds like she found her own path in the end. Well, the crow wants me to be the master of the Scalarium. She wants me to step into Ulfsild's boots. It's a bit overwhelming. Those are some big boots. You said it. Scribing, the Scalarium. It was her life's work. If I can help keep it going, maybe even bring it to others through the guild. I can think about that later. Let's get the sigil back. One last portal for you, my friend. Ulfsild left behind the sigil. Your sigil. Does this mean we had a long, happy life back at Stellaris and Crow?
I'm relieved to hear it. The altar is yours, inheritor.
I think I'm going to stay on here. See what happens if we open... You know what? I think maybe, just maybe, my parents might be impressed with me now. I'm going to start by convincing the Votary commander to keep me assigned here. Scribing is a lost art form because Ulfsild worked alone and in secret. If there's one thing about the adepts of the Mages Guild, they love an intellectual puzzle. Maybe someday, there might be an altar like this one. The altar is completely restored. Every wing of the Scholarium is open and humming with power. And it's all thanks to you. Together, you and I returned Scribing. Returned Ulfsild's legacy. Crow, how would you feel about us opening our doors to the Guild? Letting the world appreciate Ulfsild's legacy firsthand.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The quest lines for the Scribing skill line. Let's go in here and see, yeah, I don't know what Scribing skills
You'll be amazed at the wonders
Yeah.
I've found within these walls. One thing I've learned so far?
Let's look what he's got. Okay, so... No, first I need to, let's look at what time I start this. Okay. We are actually out of time, so we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, and when we return, we will get back to doing the quests of Westfield. In the interim, I will take a look through what scribing stuff I have and see what I can do with it. In the meantime, I'm Rambling Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.